Did you hear that?
What?
I had a dream last night that filled me full of fright.
That noise.
The devil below in his great big fiery hall.
Was that the horror comedy podcast?
With Jake and Haley, Sundays and Wednesdays.
Gazing at the merry crowd who came to witness the show.
The only podcast where we get high and try to scare you and share short, scary stories.
I knew that the devil
Contains marijuana. Keep away from children.
I saw the cute Mrs. Devil so pretty and fast.
Hi, it's
Hey, how are you
Haley.
doing? It's Jake.
It's the horror comedy podcast.
It's the horror and it's you.
And it's you.
It's me.
We love you. We're so happy you're here.
Us.
We're actually sitting here with like a bottle of wine and like a candle
And a bong.
and a bong, and it's very romantic, and we're glad you're here.
Maybe. It's the horror comedy podcast.
It's the horror comedy podcast. Yeah, this is a podcast where I do some research, okay, and then I present Jake with some scary shit, and I try to scare Jake.
You make it sound like it's just like, oh, I just do some research. Bitch, you are deep diving.
I am deep diving.
You were in it.
I have
You were
stress
like-
dreams like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah. It's, man,
Yeah, and it's tough.
it's all for you guys. So make sure you
yeah.
hit that like.
Hit the
and
like,
subscribe.
so
Where can
subscribe,
they find
whatever.
us at?
We're on Instagram at THC Podcast. We are at...
Love Instagram.
We love Instagram. TikTok, THC
We have a
Podcast.
TikTok.
We do have a TikTok. I promise I'm working on being more active. I swear to God. We're at Facebook at the Horror Comedy Podcast, and we're on Twitter at...
We have a Facebook. We hate Facebook.
We don't
have
like
one.
Facebook. We have it, and we are actually pretty active on it. And we have a Twitter at Comedy Podcast because I was high when I made it, and I did
Comedy
it wrong.
Podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure if you type in the Horror Comedy Podcast, we'll pop up. We'll be there
Hopefully.
somewhere. Hopefully. If not,
Hashtag.
you know...
#.
You have your people contact my people. We'll figure it out. Also, feel free to send us an email at thehorrorcomedypodcast@gmail.com. POTCAST.
Send us an email. Shout out to Caesar.
Send us an email. This podcast is, Jay, kind of my dominatrix. It's like,
Whoa.
that's how I feel. I feel like it's like, it's rude to me and it beats me up sometimes, but I like
But you
it.
like it? Yeah, you freak.
Yeah, the safe word is like Big Ed.
Pineapple juice. Oh.
I would.
Never want that to be a safe word.
Why? I love him. I can't stop watching 90 Day Fiancé.
I would like to give him some of my vertebrae. You know, is that possible?
That's
Can I
really
donate?
nice of you. You are very
Just
tall.
one? Yeah,
Jake's
just
like
like
over
one.
6 feet tall.
I gave myself the nickname Big Jake.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. So Big Ed, we've been watching 90 Day Fiancé. I'm so sorry. This is not what y'all come here for, but this is a part of the podcast where we talk about nonsense a little bit and then we'll get into it. I
that's
swear to God.
good.
It is good. But
Everybody does that.
I think so.
We'll fill this spot with ads when we're up there.
when we're up there,
famous.
but we do usually tell y'all what we've been watching, and what I've been watching is I got a 7-day trial of Discovery Plus. I'm thinking I might like this more than Hulu.
Yeah, Discovery Plus
It's
has some
awesome.
shit.
They have Animal Planet. They have like all the ones where they remodel stuff, and they have all the 90 Day Fiancé
Yo,
shit.
good email, Discovery Plus.
I
You
love
wanna be
Discovery
plugged
Plus.
in on Potcast?
We will talk about your
Just give
show
us
all
free
the time.
subscriptions.
There's this
Anyway.
show on Discovery Plus where the 90 Day cast watches 90 Day. Big Ed basically keeps referencing his huge schlong.
Huge dick.
So I think that's the thing. He's just got this like giant penis,
Can
and that
someone
makes me
please
uncomfortable.
verify this?
I don't want
watch
to.
all the
I don't
episodes
want to know.
of Big Ed and just look at the outline of his crotch.
I don't want to know.
We should do this research. Someone has to.
I don't want to know. Anyway, I've been watching a lot of 90 Day Fiancé. Jake, how are you?
I love 90 Day Fiancé.
You love it.
I feel good.
You feel good?
I feel, yeah, I feel pretty good. Big things
Big things
are
going on.
brewing.
Oh, we love it. That's exciting, but you can't talk about it. I literally don't even know
Talk
that.
about what?
Exactly. So, what are we smoking? We are smoking the
Got
same
'em.
thing as the last time. Blueberry Headband.
Blueberry
It's an indica.
Headband. It's an indica.
Nighttime weed, baby.
It's
It's called that
Yeah.
because it's supposed to make you feel like you're wearing a headband.
and you're in the couch, bro.
Yeah, but like, I don't feel like I'm wearing a headband.
I feel like I could have a headband on. My eyes are heavy.
Oh shit! Is that what they
Knees
mean?
weak, mom spaghetti.
The podcast is over. We're done
Man,
here.
That's the reason to listen right there.
Goodbye, everyone. God damn it. So usually we have this part of the podcast, where I talk about things. We kind of goof around a little bit, and then I kind of tell you
serious.
I get serious. Okay, I get really serious, and I tell you what's going on. I kind of give you
draw me a story.
Yeah, that's right, baby. And usually I'll tell you kind of like hints about what's going on, or I'll say something general.
I'll guess it because I'm
or broad,
genius.
And you guess it because you're a genius. And today we're
like
not doing it. We're not doing it.
Half a word in, I'll be like, it's this and it's that.
We'll guess this, bitch. We're not doing it. So this time, I'm just going to read you a story. We're going to start with that, and then we'll do that part where I tell you a little bit more. A user named Temp to Toss Soon.
What kind of user? Drug user?
Reddit user.
Oh, okay, the worst.
Scourge of the earth. This person posted, and I'm just going to read you verbatim. Throwaway account, because this is really personal. My last semester at a certain college, I was assaulted by a football player for walking where he was trying to drive. This right?
Like assaulted, like just beat up?
Yes, beat up, not hit by a car.
I was thinking. Like,
that's how I got assaulted. Oh, no. I was thinking vehicularly assaulted with the car for walking where he's trying to drive. The person goes on to say that this motherfucker was 325 pounds and I was 120 pounds. After I was assaulted by this person, he beat me up.
After he already got hit by a car?
No, he didn't get hit by a car.
Oh.
He got fought. That was all shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
The fact is, this guy got beat up by this big motherfucker.
This guy obviously was like, I'm fucking walking here.
I'm walking here.
And the guy was all like,
and he was like,
no more. Got it.
So,
set the scene.
Afterwards, kind of life went on a little bit for him. Oh. I met a wonderful young lady. She made my heart skip and my face turn red. I pursued her for months and dispatched a few jerk boyfriends before I finally won her over. After 2 years of dating...
That sounds weird. What does that mean?
Like, he was a dickhead to them till they left, or he was really creepy until she, dated him. It sounds bad. I agree. It's a weird thing to say. Right. He dispatched them. After 2 years of dating, we got married and
Damn.
I know, so it worked out fine.
Yeah.
It worked out really good for them, actually.
If he could deal with you for 2 years, maybe it was good.
Yeah, and...
Creepy, but good. Did you do that to me?
And I've been dispatching all of your relationships since. Yep. If I knew you, I would have just got you.
You're mine now.
We're doing this. I finally won her over. After 2 years, we got married, and almost immediately, she bore me a daughter.
Okay.
I had a great job.
Some weird shit, too.
I know.
No one says it like that.
Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
She bore me a child.
Then we birthed a child.
Okay, Hannibal Lecter. Jesus Christ. How about you had a baby? That sounds better. I had a great job, and my wife didn't have to work outside of the house.
It's us.
It's us. Paranormal activity.
Oh, my God. I'm worried about this now. Is it us?
This person finds the love of his life. They date. They get married. A daughter, a son.
A son. Loves the son way more.
Loves the son way more than the daughter.
Clearly.
I mean, ideal, though. Beautiful life. Jake is just doing these hand motions angrily. He's like, okay, so where's the bad?
Yeah. Where's the bad?
Where's the bad?
Does the daughter kill everyone?
The daughter explodes as if she was a bomb and murders the whole earth. Really? One day, no.
Oh, I was like, all right.
What the fuck? One day, while sitting on the couch, I noticed that the perspective of the lamp was off. It was almost like it was inverted. It was still a lamp, but it was just wrong.
What?
It was a square lamp
who's
base.
Saying this?
It was a square lamp base, red with gold trim, on 4 legs, with a white square shade. Normal lamp, right? But for some reason, I was transfixed. I couldn't look away from it.
That's a nice lamp. Babe, where did we get this lamp?
Why is this
Did
lamp?
You get this lamp? Is this IKEA?
This lamp makes me feel like I'm on drugs.
Is this IKEA?
I stayed up all night staring at it. The next morning, I didn't go to
drugs?
work.
That's crack.
Something was just not right about the lamp. I couldn't eat. I left my couch only to use the bathroom at first.
This is why you don't do drugs.
And soon after, I stopped doing that too because I wasn't eating or drinking. I stared at the fucking lamp for 3 days before my wife got really worried and had someone come and try to mediate. This person showed up, and by the time he was there, my cognizance was breaking and my wife was freaking out. She took the kids to her mother's house before I had my epiphany.
Wife's name was Tiffany?
No. I realized what was wrong with the lamp and why it seemed to be
It was too square.
backwards. The lamp is not real. The house is not real. My wife, my kids.
What the fuck?
None of that is real. The last 10 years of my life
Yo, don't spring this
are
on me.
not
'Cause I've
fucking
literally
real.
the past week, I've been like, life is a simulation. Is this that?
No.
Okay.
The lamp started to grow wider and deeper. It was still inverted dimensions.
Is he doing drugs?
It took up my entire perspective, and all I could see was red. I heard voices, screams, all kinds of weird noises, and I became aware of a pain. A shit ton of pain. The first words I said were, "I'm missing teeth," and I opened my eyes. I was laying on my back on the sidewalk, surrounded by people that I didn't know. Lots were freaking out. I was completely confused. At some point, a cop scooped me up, dragged/walked me across the sidewalk and grass, and threw me face down in the back of the cop car.
Nice.
And I was still confused. I was taken to the hospital by the cop. It seems he didn't want to wait for the ambulance to arrive, and I was given CT scans and shit. I went through about 3 years of horrible depression, grieving the loss of my wife and children, and dealing with the knowledge that they never even existed. I was scared that I was going insane as I would cry myself to sleep, hoping I would see her in my dreams.
Alright, that's depressing.
I never have.
Yeah, this is a very super depressing kind of. Okay, it's kind of sad. I mean, I was rooting for him. I thought we were gonna go a completely different way with this. Why would you pull this on me? I don't like dreams. I take dreams very seriously around here. Okay,
I hope
almost
not.
next to demon possession.
Really?
Yeah, dreams.
Oh boy,
dreams
you're
mean
gonna ban
something.
for it tonight then. I never have,
What?
but sometimes I see my son, usually just a glimpse of my peripheral vision. He stays 5 years old and I can never hear what he's saying. He added an edit 24 hours after the post and said, "I never thought..."
Found him.
Found him. Turns out they were real.
They
I
were
was
real. I'm
just
crazy.
amnesiac.
Yeah. Coma.
I never thought anyone would read this. I changed a line so that it no longer seems that my 2-year-old daughter had our child, because at first...
What?
Okay, so at first he wrote, "I had a great job and my wife didn't have to work outside of the house. When my daughter was 2, she bore me a son." And he had to go back and change it so that... yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of funny.
Damn, got us.
Then he said, "I've never seen Inception or the Star Trek episode.
Bullshit.
But I
This
will...
is straight from Inception.
But I will
bro.
check them out. I will not do an AMA. I've had many PMs describing similar
What
experiences.
is a PM?
Private message.
Okay, I was like,
And 3 posters saying that such experiences are impossible. I'd say more research needs to be done on brain functions. Pre-med students, don't assume you know everything. Ow! That is
Wow.
sassy. You're a sassy
All right,
bitch.
So you've only talked to pre-med student about your
You're
condition?
a sassy bitch. A few have asked if they could write a book or a screenplay or a stage play or a rage comic or whatever. Please consider this tale an open source and have fun with it. Thank you. We will.
That sounds fake.
Welcome to the podcast. Jake, what do you think? Are you scared? Did that freak you out?
Skeptical. More upset than anything.
You're just
I hate
upset.
this person.
You hate him. Okay,
Listen
so...
here, buddy. Okay, you have no right. That was a good story.
Is it a good story?
That was pretty good.
Yeah. So what's that podcast that you listen to every night? What's it called?
The Dollop?
No, the other one.
Sleep with us.
Well, this one's called... No, Sleep With Me.
Sleep with me. Yeah.
Creep With Me. Okay, that's what we're doing tonight.
Ugh.
Jake, would you say
for
that
nothing.
you like sleeping?
Yes.
Okay. So do
You bitch.
so do most things that are alive. You know, like usually if you have a biological function, if you go to sleep, you wake up feeling better, more refreshed, happier. You need it for your digestion to stay functioning, and you need it for clarity in your little brain.
What are you going to do?
Jake is pissed. The thing that's crazy about sleep is that nobody really knows why we need to sleep.
I know why I need to sleep.
Why? To get away from me.
Great, yeah. It's just an 8-hour break, okay? I love sleep. It puts your entire life on hold.
Yeah. Well, and it's crazy because you actually need to sleep. Like, if you stop sleeping, you could die. So...
That's not good.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you actually need to sleep. And scientists don't know why. There's theories. There's certainly theories. And the general idea is that you recharge when you're sleeping. That's it. We don't know why you need to do that, but that's the situation. The other thing about sleeping is I
like to do it.
Jake loves it. And the other thing that you do when you sleep is your brain like goes all fucking
It's a replay.
crazy and it goes into REM.
Weird.
And then you dream.
Dreams.
Yeah. So when you're sleeping, your brain does crazy shit like go into REM sleep and then you have dreams and shit. Fucking the thing about sleeping is that like
It's great.
it's great, but it's also like arguably when you're at your most vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because there's
Don't like where you're going with that.
no
Why
way
did you say it like that?
to know what's on
Why
the other
did you say it like that?
side of your
Why did you
eyelids
say it like that?
in the
Why
dark.
did you say it like that?
So
It
yeah,
happens.
you're at your most vulnerable when you're sleeping, you know, like when your eyes closed,
Why did you say it like that?
your body's at rest, and there's no way to know what's on the other side of your eyelids in the dark.
I know exactly what's nothing.
Nothing is there. That's fine.
Yeah, relax.
Nothing's there. And stranger still, since we don't understand sleep, we can't understand dreams. We don't know the function. We don't know why. We don't know how it works. So when we hear about these crazy fucking experiences, as if sleeping wasn't already kind of creepy enough the way it is, when we hear about these crazy experiences where people are living like 10 years, raising children, getting married in their dream, and they
That's
wake
true.
up and it's gone. What the fuck?
Never thought about it like that.
Isn't that
Could be a
crazy?
dream. This could be a dream right now.
Could be a dream.
I like that.
You could've got
Inception.
conked.
Stop.
It's crazy.
Cucked.
You could have conked.
Oh, I thought you said
You could have got conked on your head. You got conked on your head, and
It's
now
a cuckold of a thing. We should. You seen Inception?
yeah,
Hate it.
love it. Oh,
Two types of people.
yeah. It's one of my faves.
It is a great movie. I'll give you that.
Shutter
It is,
Island
like,
and Inception. Love
That's
it.
just because, yes, Leonardo DiCaprio, genius.
And they're both the same kind of movie where you're like,
Yes.
what?
What? Yes.
What?
I hate
And there's no doubt that we do some creepy shit in our sleep. Like there's all
yeah,
kinds.
people talk.
People talk in their
You talk
sleep.
sometimes.
Sometimes I laugh in my sleep. I think.
That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah,
You have
my
done
sister does that too. I heard my sister laugh in her sleep before, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
that. I have heard this, and I'm just like, babe, and you answered me like, what?
Creepy.
It's like,
Beyond that, there's like sleep paralysis.
oh, that is the most terrifying thing.
Scary. Have you ever had sleep
I know,
paralysis?
and I never will.
Okay.
'Cause
There's
I don't want to see. Ugh. Why do you even say that?
there's night terrors,
Hate you.
that falling feeling, and then
Horrible.
lucid dreaming. Have you had any of
Yes. Yes. I that's all my dreams are lucid dreams.
those? Really?
Yes, because I'm just like hovering above them, like it's like a movie that I'm creating, and it's weird because I can like
That's fucking
I can,
dope.
like, change the outcome of my dream.
That's the definition of a lucid dream.
really
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
A dream-
I do that all the time.
Okay, that's amazing. So that's fucking fantastic.
I heard. Well, I heard this thing one time that if you like press your tongue to the roof of your mouth when you're falling asleep, you'll have a lucid dream.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
I
like
only-
trigger it.
Have lucid. Okay, so we'll talk about it in a second. But
It's weird. I once directed a movie in my head where Denzel Washington and myself chased a ghost out of a tombstone, and then the tombstone was actually like a family gravesite, and then there was a creepy old like haunted mansion style thing up in the way.
Oh my
and we just like
God.
went up there, knocked on the door. We were like, oh, this grave was defiled last night, and then all of a sudden we just got like trapped in the house. And,
oh
like,
shit,
demonic possession. Denzel, reach out.
that is fucking
Or not
terrifying.
Denzel, sorry, Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, okay. I like that way more.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
like
That's awesome. Sounds
Shaq.
cool.
and me were solving crimes. I was like, oh,
Holy shit.
but I looked like Dick Tracy with the hat and the jacket.
Oh my
He was
God, you
wearing
were
the same exact thing.
Like a detective?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
great.
Sounds incredible. Sounds really
And I
cool.
directed it.
Good job, Jake. It was worth watching. I would watch it again in a heartbeat. I love that for you.
Yeah, I should probably write that down.
So it's actually really incredible. I just want to say really quick, we're going to come right back to that, but with all the creepy shit that goes on when we're sleeping, like, it's a wonder we get any sleep at all, right? But fucking, it's really amazing that you kind of lucid dream every time that you dream, because there's some people that make money off of teaching other people how to do that.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not kidding. So,
Oh, well, like I said, tongue. Damn, we should charge for this episode.
I know.
I just heard. That's how. I mean, I'll try it again tonight. Okay.
Try it
I
again
don't know if I want
tonight.
to
See if that's
because
the
you're trying
thing.
to scare me. So fuck you.
I know. Well, maybe don't do it tonight.
Okay.
But
You try it tonight.
there's okay. Yes. So I have lucid dreamed before. The only time I lucid dream is when I'm having a dream that is like so extreme, and the circumstances of this dream are so wild that I realize like this could not happen in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realize I'm dreaming. And
That's creepy.
And then after that, I can like kind of change. I can't change the dream. Like I can't change what's happening, but I can change what I'm doing. And it only happens. I only have nightmares, really. Like I just have like hella nightmares all the time. Hella nightmares. So it only happens.
Samuel Jackson was a nightmare movie.
Yeah.
Like,
So
it's
I
very
think
terrifying.
there's something. There must be something about that. That
There's something to do with like temperature.
something to
in the
do with.
room,
I could
too.
see that. I could see that
Okay,
definitely.
like, allegedly, if it's colder, then you have. I know quite a bit about dreams.
It's awesome.
I like dreams.
Yeah, that's kind of been my
You
experience.
trying to scare me? Come on,
with lucid dreaming.
get to it.
So I found this website called howtolucid.com.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy? So this
Yep.
man, he's an expert lucid dreamer, and he has these guides, techniques, tools, frequently asked questions, all this. If you don't,
Interested.
yeah, me too. It's actually really incredible, and I did spend some time on this website. If you guys don't know what lucid dreaming is, according to this website, so on howtolucid.com, and all this information is from there. It says, what is lucid dreaming? The best definition of lucid dreaming is this. Lucid dreaming is the proven scientific ability to become self-aware in your dreams. So like me and Jake were just discussing, you realize
We are superior.
we're
We
amazing
are
brain
part
children.
Of the elite class.
No, I
We've
actually
realized that life is a simulation.
think it's when I go to bed like too high.
Love it.
I think that's when I do it. But anyway, this means, it goes on to say, this means you know that you're dreaming. As such, you are able to control the dream, fly around, explore your mind, and do whatever you can imagine. And the best part is, because lucid dreaming is all in your mind, you can do the impossible. You can do all sorts of things like flying,
Like
teleporting,
meeting
Samuel L.
in the
Jackson,
graveyard and
solve
solving
crimes with him, get possessed by demons, fight off demons,
Yeah.
exploring weird lands and alien worlds,
I mean, who knows Samuel
talking
L.
to
Jackson
parts
like
of
that?
your mind. My last lucid dream, to be honest with you, involved me accidentally killing somebody with Jake, and then we had to throw their body off a cliff, and then it got stuck on a rock, and I had to climb down
that
there
was
and try to
because
get
we
it
watched
off.
The Tenant. Wait, was
But-
it Dennis Quaid? Randy Quaid?
Not that time. It wasn't
Was
that
he
time.
in that dream?
Not that
No.
time. I don't think he was that
Sorry, I
time.
brought
But I
that
do
up.
have constant bad dreams about Dennis Quaid, and they do become lucid if they get too scary. But anyway, fucking, I haven't had experiences like that. This guy's talking about flying and talking to your mind, but at the same time, he does have a whole ass website, and he sells guides on how to lucid dream. So maybe he's just better at it than us.
I mean, I'm just an amateur. Lucid
But you
dreamist.
direct dreams, so I think you're better than me. I just throw bodies off cliffs sometimes
All right. Well,
in my dreams.
it's a metaphor for something. Okay.
Holy shit, let's Google it. Can we
is.
Google it? Can we Google it?
I'm gonna
Let's
think
Google
it's
it.
like, oh, you're trying to hide something.
Okay. To dream you've committed a murder
But
signifies.
we did just watch that movie too.
We
See,
did
that's
just watch
why
that
it's-
movie. So that's probably what it
just
was.
like-
That's probably what it is. To dream you've committed a murder signifies that you're putting an end to old ways in life and a former enemy
See?
may have come into your life.
That's
again. And that's
good.
true. That's true for what was going on. An addiction you have or an actual tangible person, which is, it could also be an addiction, like murdering,
Cigarettes.
a lot of things,
Giving up
self-harm,
cigarettes.
all kinds of stuff.
The cigarettes around this time.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep. All kinds of shit. So yeah. I
See?
can see that.
Just look at it like it's a movie.
Yeah. It's like a
That's how
movie.
I see it.
And that's probably why we have dreams too, just because we that's how our brain works. We have language, and it lets us picture things. And so, like, of course,
we can understand it.
We can understand it better that way. So, yeah,
Brain,
of course, that's the way it comes together.
Science.
Your brain's like, let me tell you a story. So,
it's not horror, it's science.
This
The
person
Horror Science Podcast.
from howtolucid.com says, this is a different page, and I'm going to link it in the show notes if you guys want to check it out for yourself. This person says, all right, so this is a little bit different from my other posts. This is the time I almost gave up on lucid dreaming forever, and I almost quit and never returned.
And for $5.99, you can hear all about it.
I did not pay for it this time. Not this time. I have
for
paid for
$5.99, you can know all about the time I almost gave up lucid dreaming.
I haven't paid for an article since one of our UFO ones.
That's good. No, I mean,
it's worth it sometimes.
Sometimes it's worth it.
If it's
you gotta
fucking
spend money to make money.
If it's fucking $2 for you to tell me about the time you got abducted for 6 days, I'm gonna pay $2.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to.
Because something happened in those 6 days.
Even if you're making up the story, I don't want to know that you're making it up.
No.
As long as it's a good lie, I'll pay for it, right? But
$6. It's good content, baby.
that's good content. So, okay, this person says, so I've had sleep paralysis before, and I've never really been worried about. Have you had sleep paralysis before? I wanted to ask you that.
You
Okay,
did ask that.
I have had sleep paralysis once in my life.
I've seen, I wasn't I guess paralyzed. I saw something, a shadowy figure, but I was not sleep deprived. Isn't that how you get sleep paralysis? Like sleep deprivation?
I don't know. I think when you get sleep paralysis, okay, when I got sleep paralysis, I was like a child. I was in my childhood home, and I was sleeping, clearly. And I woke up because I heard this loud. I hate me. I hate me too. And clearly. And I heard this loud, knocking noise, and it woke me up really suddenly. And I
don't like that.
Opened my eyes, and I could only move my eyes. And I think it was right after I saw Saw. So it fucking scared the fuck out of me, and I was instantly scared. And then, I couldn't move, and I felt like there was something pushing down on me, the whole 9 yards. Typical sleep paralysis. And I didn't see anything, though. And I was thinking, this is definitely a ghost.
Yeah.
This is definitely a ghost, for sure. And I saw... Okay, so we had this, ghetto-ass heater in my room. It was attached to the wall, and it had an open flame. It was a pilot heater, and it was a big rectangle with mirrors. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's a
sounds terrible.
Hood ass, old ass. They probably don't even make this shit anymore. It just has a gate over it. It was really dangerous. It was extremely dangerous. I used to burn myself on it by accident or on purpose all the time. But fucking, it had an open flame and mirrors in the heater to reflect the heat, I guess. But it was scary.
Science.
It was scary. And I seen the flame grow and grow and grow and grow until it was a 7-foot tall fire person.
This wasn't an actual thing that happened.
And then it walked through the wall. I was so scared and so shook up. I couldn't even cry. I was just so what the fuck was that? But that's classic. No, I didn't even get it. I was so scared. I was I can't even explain what just happened. I don't even want anybody to try to ask me what I just saw because I don't know.
The flame man.
The flame man came out of my heater.
Came out of the
walked
heater,
through the wall.
and then went through the wall.
And I couldn't move the whole time, and I had to watch him do it.
I was paralyzed.
So I didn't tell anybody about it, and then I found out X amount of years later that's classic sleep paralysis. And so what happens is you wake up while you're still dreaming. You can't move. It takes a while for your brain to synchronize and boot up.
Okay, then yes. One time, I have had sleep paralysis then. Woke up and I was in, I woke up like this, in my bed.
I think that's how I was sleeping too. On my back with my arms out and my legs out.
I woke up like this. And I was I was looking around my room, and my blanket that was on me was made of snakes.
Oh my God.
And I was and I threw it down, and then it was just a blanket. But I was for a whole second, I was oh,
that's classic sleep paralysis, and it feels like your chest is heavy or something. And
it was weird. And then I remember waking up, and I was still like this. I was
yep. That's classic, baby. So this person,
if you have had any sleep paralysis, Not horribly scary.
No, it can be horribly scary. Send
No,
it
it
to us.
doesn't.
thehorrorcomedypodcast@gmail.com.
Doesn't have to be
We've done
slightly
sleep
scary.
paralysis stories on the mini episodes before.
Oh,
Caesar
thank
sent
God
us
they're
one
just on the mini
where a fucking
episodes.
clown came through his wall
Don't
and
like that.
stared at him while he was sleep
The clown has
paralyzed.
no penis.
That makes me feel a little better. He said it was a clown made out of spare
Fuck you,
body
Leonard
parts,
Nimoy.
it looked like. So, yeah.
That's
It was
great.
terrifying.
Sorry, Caesar.
Sorry, Caesar. It sounds awful. So this person says, I've had sleep paralysis before, and I've never really been worried about it, but this time it felt like it was much more
Realer. More real?
much more real almost. I hate it.
All right, buddy.
I think it was a result of having too much caffeine the day before, which makes sleeping difficult, but we'll never know.
I
So-
like how we rationalize things. Like this sounds like me.
so
Yeah,
yeah.
I drank 2 cups of coffee today. I did have a Monster Energy drink today.
Jake, you're going to be jacked.
I feel great. I already feel jacked. Like,
I
I'm
feel
just like,
great. You should stay up late, though, so that this
that's gonna happen.
doesn't happen to you.
I'm not gonna be sleeping. Thank you.
I know.
for
I'm
that.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. So after recovering from the annoying sleep paralysis, I went back to bed, hoping to get some final rest before waking again. I laid down and closed my eyes. In an instant, I was awake, but it was the morning.
Huzzah.
I jumped. That's how sleeping works.
Duh.
I didn't realize that until
Got
just
us.
now. I jumped up, and although I didn't feel amazing, I certainly felt way better than I had the previous few mornings. I got up, ready to go, and I got dressed and ran downstairs to make some breakfast. There was a certain feeling of something being strange, but I couldn't quite work out what it was. As I
That's
talked,
called, it was daylight savings time. He's like, oh man.
I'm 6 hours late for what I was supposed to do today.
Work starts. Should I be
Sorry,
right?
what? As I talked to my partner and housemate, something seemed off. They seemed hostile. They were passive aggressive, saying
Ugh,
rude things under their
I
breath.
fucking hate that.
Me too, slamming doors. It was as though I'd done something wrong or said something offensive. I was getting really bad vibes from everyone, and this is very unlike them. But I couldn't figure out why. I brushed it off. I finished my breakfast and got ready to go and get on the bus. As I sat waiting for the bus, I remember thinking I felt like I was hungover. But I hadn't been drinking, so it was like a random feeling. The bus finally came, and it seemed to take forever.
So did she.
I got on, and I finally arrived at work about a half hour later. And this is where it gets weird. I have the same uneasy feeling as if everyone is looking at me in a negative way, angry and annoyed with me. I can't work out what it is. As I turn to ask my colleague what's wrong or what I've done wrong and why everyone's looking at me in a weird way, I feel a sharp pain in my stomach. I can't see what could be causing it, and I start to scream. Time out. Sounds like BPD. Hi, this is a day in the life of Haley. You
Yeah.
wake up with a personality disorder. Everyone's looking at you like they hate you. They're scoffing at you. Honestly, they've said some disrespectful things today. And then you get buck wild and you ask why they're being so fucking rude. And they look at you like you're crazy because you made it all up in your head, actually. So welcome to having a mental illness. Anyway.
Welcome.
Hi, you have a personality
Good talk.
disorder. Those people haven't even really looked at you all day. You're crazy. That's what it's like to be
sometimes
me.
you make eye contact with people. Randomly, I do that sometimes. Like I'll be driving, and then I like.
That's never been the case for me. Someone looks at me while they're driving and they think that's a disgusting piece of shit. And then they look at me the whole
no.
time. I literally feel that way.
Sometimes I will do that because
Because it's a disgusting piece of shit
No,
sometimes.
well, sometimes it's just like,
Sometimes I'm like,
like-
fuck you, you stupid bitch.
so
if I notice
maybe
someone's
when
texting.
we do it to those people, they feel that way. Damn.
I don't know. So I
Conspiracy
start,
corner.
I can't see what could be causing it, and I start to scream. Everyone looks around, but it's too late. I see the room spinning, and I feel sick. I start to fall to the floor, and I cry out in pain. I fade into the darkness of the looming carpeted floor approaching me. Oh my God. The next thing I know, I'm in my bed, sweating, looking up at the ceiling, still seeing the room spinning a little bit.
Nice. Not even at work.
What the
That's the worst.
Fuck.
Dreaming about work and then going to work.
Terrible.
Like, fuck that.
Awful. What the hell was that? I couldn't work out what had just happened. Had I fallen over, knocked myself out, and been driven home? No, because I look at my phone and it's 4 a.m. on the 15th. The day
Ugh,
hasn't
hate
even
that
started yet.
feeling.
Me too.
And
So
then-
yeah, like
and
you
then
said,
you're
he
just-
woke up
you're
before
just
the
like-
alarm went off, right?
You're just like, oh, I got 2 more hours to sleep.
But they're the best 2 hours you've ever
They're
slept.
like a fucking not for me.
Oh, for me, that's the best I've ever slept. It's the
Yeah, but then you
smallest
wake
amount.
up and it's like, ugh.
Yeah, and then I feel like I didn't sleep.
I
at
hate
all.
that.
It's like literally, if I wake up and it's not time for me to wake up, the amount of time between then and when I have to wake up is the best sleep I've ever had, and I don't want to waste
Don't wanna
it.
wake up.
I
Yep.
can never sleep that good when I go to sleep.
What is that?
I don't know.
If someone
It's
knows
fucked.
what that is, let us know.
Please, is it ADD? Is it BPD? Is it PTSD? Can I have a
is
new
it
brain?
TD?
Can I get a new one? Is it THC? What do I do?
What is it?
What do I do?
CBD?
Is it A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Like what?
Lots of acronyms.
Anyway, this then, okay, yes. The day hasn't even started yet. So I get up, I head into the bathroom, I brush my teeth, I do my hair, I get ready, put on my clothes. I head out, I try to catch the bus. I'm crossing the street as I always do when I feel a sharp pain on the left side of my body. Someone plowed through the sidewalk. They knocked me about 30 feet before I lost consciousness.
Whoa.
I felt cold. I began to shake. I felt the sprinkle of the morning fog on my face as I began to shiver out of consciousness. I woke up again, sweating in my bed. What the fuck?
Inception.
So I got out of bed, and at this point I was shook. I was sweating. I was scared. I didn't know what had happened. I didn't know what was real and what wasn't. I got out of bed. I was barely able to function. I called out of work. I spent the rest of the day drifting in and out of sleep and watching TV on my couch.
Love that.
When I fell asleep, I woke up in my bed.
Don't like that.
And again, it was 4 a.m. on the 15th.
Don't like that.
I had cold sweat. I was shaking. I didn't know what to do at this point.
Cry.
I started to cry.
Nice.
I wondered who I should call, if there was anyone I could call. I got up again. This time, I didn't go back to sleep. I just got straight up at 4 a.m. Walked
Made
around.
coffee. Yep.
I mean, right?
That's what you do at that point. It's Groundhog's Day.
It's Groundhog's Day. There's no rules.
Terrifying.
I got up. I checked all the windows. I made sure the doors
Yep.
were locked.
Yep.
Made sure the lights were off.
That's me right there.
Right?
Living. I'm just like,
I double checked our home security system, and I made sure that I had weapons near my bed,
Yep.
as if there was anything I could do about the situation.
Yep. Blast it.
Blast it.
Whatever the situation is, bow, 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 bow.
I sat up on the side of the bed until morning. By the time the sun had risen, I sweat through my pants and my shirt, so I decided it was time to take a shower.
Thank God.
I headed to the bathroom. I began to get undressed. As I stepped in the shower, I slipped, and I landed hard on the back of my head.
And I woke up in my bed.
Yep. This happened again for a total of about 7 to 8 false awakening experiences.
Terrifying.
It was the worst experience of my life, and I have no idea why it happened.
Really fucks with you after a while.
No kidding. Watching yourself die over and over again.
Not only that, like you're just like, is
this real?
this cake?
For the next hour or two, I was haunted by false awakenings that felt so real I actually wanted to give up lucid dreaming and never sleep again. When I finally woke up for
It's a good
real.
story for $5.99.
I had to sit there for a good 10 minutes pinching myself when I finally thought I'd woken up for real.
But then I brought to you,
But then I lit on fire.
and then I lit on fire, and then I
And
brought
then I
to
woke
you
up in my
my
bed.
book, which you can purchase for $12.99. Right
If
now.
you don't forward this email
set.
to 10 people who'd buy my book, you will wake
Yeah.
up at your bed at 4 a.m. on January 15th. Actually, January 15th is today.
What?
It is.
Shut the fuck up.
I did
We
not
live
do that on
in a
purpose.
simulation.
I swear to God, it's the 15th today. So I didn't do that on purpose. I swear to God.
Disgusting.
I found this story last night at like 10 p.m.
We hate this.
He goes on to say,
I am terrified. I'm scared.
he goes on to say,
Life is a simulation. I can't live in this anymore. It's the Matrix. Ick.
ew.
Ugh.
This person goes on to
Make
say,
my life better.
hold on.
God.
Now, I should say this was a very unusual situation and almost never happens to me. This was the worst experience I've ever had.
Question.
I'm
How
pretty
do you
sure.
have a lucid dream to be rich as fuck.
I know.
I would like that to happen
You gotta realize,
now.
no, but you would have to realize before you're, in the haunted mansion. so to speak,
Are we
metaphorically.
in the haunted mansion right now? We don't even know it.
By far the worst experience I've ever had, and I'm pretty sure it was a reaction to something I ate or drank, combined with bad luck, bad sleep, and who knows what else. Needless to say, I still lucid dream and invest massively into learning about dreams and the human brain. But this was one scary morning.
My selflessness has brought you this book, and as a bonus, you get a cassette, not a CD
cassette.
or an MP3 file. You get a cassette
For $30, you can have a
$30.
cassette player.
We also have it on A-Track, if
right.
that's your thing.
If that's your thing. We're here to
Call
support
now.
you. Are you scared,
Songs
Jake?
of the 80s. Actually, yes. Terrifying. Dreaming sucks.
Dreaming?
I like sleeping. Dreaming, not so much. I'm glad I can't remember my dreams half the time.
I know, right?
Thank
damn.
God.
I have had dreams before that traumatized me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, for sure.
The snake thing had me fucked up for a couple days. And then after watching Hereditary, I was fucked up for a couple days.
Oh, yeah, that was
Actually, a couple days.
tough. But anyway, now that we've ruined everybody's lives, and I'm very sorry, Jake, I don't like when I scare you. I gotta tell you.
I'm fine.
When I actually scare you, I feel bad.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't.
I do, but this is the part of the show.
You don't. You don't. You like it. You like to watch me squirm.
I don't.
You like it when I don't sleep because I'm cuddling you more, I think. I don't know.
Well, I'm not going to say that's not true.
You like it when I fall asleep, like when you fall asleep before I do? You sick.
It's a part of the show where I read you a happy story. We're going to try to bring the news up. I mean, we're going to try to bring the mood up. That's the word.
Yep.
We're going to try to get happy. We're going to try to get spunk in our funk or
Slappy.
whatever. I don't know.
Happy stuff. This time we want to bring a laugh.
Mm-hmm.
So we are putting Florida Man and then our date of birth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not the year, just date of birth.
Just the date of birth. So,
So mine is Florida Man, August 22nd.
all right. Are you ready, Jake?
Ready.
On August 22nd, 2018, a Florida man took a cruise down I-95 on his motorcycle,
Okay. Good.
shirtless,
Yep.
barefoot, and
Yep.
steering his motorcycle with his feet. He wasn't caught by police, but thanks to technology,
Hard.
we have a video.
I am all for this.
Basically, this man is laying on his motorcycle in the fetal position.
With
and it's
no
fucking
shoes
insane.
on.
With no shoes, no shirt.
And he's just like cruising, bro.
Is it Shaggy from Scooby-Doo? More Florida man for you. A drunk Florida man was arrested after he was caught operating a floating tiki bar that was reportedly stolen.
Love it.
Agents from the Coast Guard's Key West station found the man on a stolen tiki hut near Hawks Channel off the coast of the
So
Florida
he was
Keys.
on the water.
The agency
is
wrote
better.
in a Wednesday tweet, yes, it was a boat.
Can
He
we have
stole
pictures?
a boat. He didn't steal a tiki
Please.
hut. He stole a boat. He's in the middle of the ocean
Hell yeah, brother.
by himself.
Honestly, like vibes.
This will be in our show notes.
Total
You guys have
fucking
to see
vibes,
this.
yo.
Thank you for listening. I hope that you're scared. If you have an episode suggestion, a scary story, a picture of your cat or chinchilla, please email it to us at thehorrorcomedypodcast at
Story of
gmail.com.
lucid dreaming.
Or your story of lucid dreaming or sleep paralysis or sleepwalking or whatever, or your video of your spouse hilariously sleepwalking and talking about bread.
At the same time.
So funny. Please email it to us. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, dream. And as always,
Don't forget to drink water.
don't forget to drink water. Bye.
We love you. Mom and Dad love you very much. Goodbye.
Mom, Dad.
Love you very much. Goodbye.
Mom, Dad.
Love you very much.